Hello everybody, my name is Kelvin Tan. I'm from Singapore. I'm actually a figure sculptor and painter, and specialize in mainly World War II subjects, but also occasionally I also model modern subjects, and occasionally as well maybe something pre-World War II. My full-time job, basically, I'm actually an art instructor with a university. This has been for me as a hobby, so it's a recreational pursuit for me. And I love it a lot because I think it allows me to engage in the history, which I love, and I'm very interested in, with an art form which is art, which I also love. So it's a marriage of the two worlds. I got started when I was a kid, maybe as a child, very young boy, probably around about 6 or 7 years old, if I can remember correctly. Started off because I went to the model shop, and I was like, wow, was all these, this was a different world open to me. And I first started with tanks, and I discovered the work, and gradually I discovered the work of François Verlinden and also the work of Shepherd Paine. And they got me, these two giants of the hobby got me very, very inspired to continue with the hobby up to today. One of the hardest things perhaps for painting figures perhaps is to basically know how to control the paint, and also know how to apply the paint and actually use the paint to create something that's going to be really amazing. Mainly what I see painting as a language to communicate. And like any language, there are a lot of what they call rules, which you call grammar. And as well as you also need to learn how to develop your vocabulary through practice. And in painting, it's also the same as well. So, and perhaps this is one of the most, challenging parts of this hobby. And it's very fun because you get to use this as a media to create those pieces. The pieces that you create can help to reach to a larger audience, and it's a very universal language. And again, when we are over in international shows, although we don't speak the same language, but when we share the work, we all understand each other. I think events like international shows, when they open up to the public and when the public come, they see a lot of artworks, and then through the artworks they can be, they get to get interested and inspired to find out, why are you guys doing this? I've never seen such things before. And you can use this as a talking point and say, oh, the reason why we do this is because we are inspired by maybe music, maybe inspired by some art, or maybe by history in this case. And it's from there they start to understand the work a bit more, and because they understand the work a bit more, they'll be able to appreciate and love the work a bit more. And it's just a lot like food. Why do they cook it this way? Why there are certain parts of this country they prepare the food in this way, and when you start to explain it a bit more, they start to appreciate, oh, that's why it tastes this way it is, and that's why it's so delicious, for example. I would call it I would say more like a passion, And I think I would say that even like companies, they're sort of, they're around, they're providing solutions, so that people will be able to realize their ideas much easier and better, so you have a better quality of life. It's like, for example, good example, like, why do they market, or rather, why do they pack all those washers and all these weathering products together? I mean, I don't think it's like just to earn money, but I think more importantly, it's like it helps people to save a lot of time, that they can get the results that they want easier, and basically to be able to to express their ideas quicker and faster, And I think that's a very good thing, because the industry the so-called manufacturers and the producers can be able to help the community grow in that way, And I think that is something that works very well. Well, I think the most important thing is to have fun with the hobby.